Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute or Library, the name of my channel on those two websites is Comic Freak. We're going to be talking about Robert Pattinson's Batman costume has goggles. Will they give him white eyes? The Batman set photos reveal goggles attached to the costume of Robert Pattinson's Dark Knight. Could they give him Batman's iconic white eyes? I kind of hope so. I was always wondering when they would do that for the Batman series, that it would make him look more like the comic books. But let's see if they do by reading this article. Robert Pattinson's Batman costume and Matt Reeves' The Batman includes goggles, which could introduce an iconic Dark Knight design element, white eyes. The director of the highly anticipated DC picture unveiled the first look at Pattinson's version of Batman in a camera test shoot. While the footage only showed a few details of Pattinson's costume, a lot of the eager fans were intrigued by the bodysuit design as well as the mysterious cowl. As production has been underway in Glasgow, Scotland, set photos revealed what appears to be Pattinson's stunt double on a motorcycle for a chase sequence. A lot of people kind of hate what the costume looks like, but they said they're going to use, CGI to make it look more like the original Batman costume, so people are still on the fence about it. One of the most interesting details in the photos was that the cowl seems to be goggles of some kind. So far it has been difficult to make out specifically what types of goggles the stunt performer is wearing due to the photo quality. However, it might indicate this Batman costume will be incorporating an iconic feature from the various Batman suits from the comics, the white eye. Since the Dark Knight Inception comics, the eyes of the cowl have always been depicted as white slits, making it easier to give him discernible facial expressions through his mask. When looked at closely, they do look like more than just the average motorcycle goggles. While several aspects of the Caped Crusader's costume has been tackled in one way or another in live action, white eyes have always been tricky because there's no practical way to explain Batman having white eyes, and because it reduces the already limited ability to emote from behind through the cowl. Live action movies have typically struck with the naked eyeballs visible, with Chris Nolan's The Dark Knight and Zack Snyder's Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice found ways to give Batman glowing eyes temporarily via technology in the cowl, but it's never been a proper fixture in the standard Batman costume. And all of that is just, hyperbole and lies, because if you looked at the Deadpool movies as well as the Spider-Man MCU movies, you know you can totally do white eyes and get away with it. The CW's Arrowverse also managed to introduce white eyes on a regular basis with Batwoman. In early Season 1 episode Kate Kane, Ruby Rose has been able to use night vision lenses that visually gave her the white eyes look. It's possible these lenses have some kind of technological function when Pattinson's Batman rides his motorcycle, or maybe even a detective mode feature like Batman used in the Arkham games. However, the costume test didn't show Pattinson's eyes light up, and as the big costume reveal, it seems logical that such a feature would be showcased there if it were a permanent fixture. I think it would be kind of a letdown if Batman is going to be using goggles instead of actually having his iconic white eyes. Why even mention this in that article if it's just going to be a technological thing that they're going to try and emulate with a bunch of stupid goggles? If that's true, they already did it in The Dark Knight. Only time will tell if this is what's going on. Set photos don't always give a clear idea of the final look of a film, but the Carl's goggles will definitely be a point of curiosity with fans until there's a clearer idea what the final product will look like. The Batman has been described as aiming to break into new and unexpected territories by Reeves in past interviews, with the movie pitched as being a noir-themed detective story. Reeves and Pattinson are definitely already doing things differently with the character compared to past live-action iterations. As production continues, hopefully we'll get more exciting glimpses of what to expect from the Batman. I hope we get a redesign of the actual Batman costume, because I think what we saw was basically like a preliminary version of it before they actually roll out the real deal. Something they're going to use special effects to complete and hopefully give us a great Batman costume. Now, these white eyes, they could go or they could stay. I just want a good Batman movie. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. Then go over to Library and BitChute and subscribe to my channels on those two websites. They're both named Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video? Share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it'll do the most good. Now, keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.